The Washington Commanders, it's technically their first draft as the Commanders. Go Manders. They need a quarterback, although AJ might say they don't need a quarterback because, well, Carson
Oh
Wentz.
my God.
They also need a wide receiver, a safety. They have the 11th pick in the first round, followed by the 47th pick in the second round. They don't have much else after that because, well, AJ's boy Carson Wentz. So we are going to start right there. AJ, who do the Washington Commanders need to go get for your boy?
Oh, it's me? Oh, you want me to go now? First and foremost, if you ever decide to join the Sac City Pod, don't make any statement because it will have to stick with you for the rest of your life, even when you go ahead and admit you were wrong. But that's okay. I digress. No, they don't need a quarterback today. I'd wait still. I do think they need to get themselves another receiver. We understand what the defense needs as well. And I think that would be fun for them to go and get out and grab somebody who can make a difference on the back end. But I went a different route. And this is hoping this guy is here. I think they would really like to get a guy who can be on the other side of Terry McLaurin that does a couple different things. And that guy to me is going to be Drake London out of USC. Just a big body, go get it type of guy and a game changer. Played 8 games last year before having a knee injury. 88 receptions and over 1,000 yards in just 8 games. Imagine what would have happened if he played the entire season. He's a man amongst boys. You can see it's so hard to bring him down. Who knows if that'll be the same in the NFL, but I think the way he goes after contact, it probably will be. He turns a 50-50 ball into an 80-20 ball in most cases. He can high point better than most, and he's more than likely going to come down with it. That catch radius, the type of guy that he is the best chance for Carson Wentz to have a little success because Carson Wentz is always like those guys who can make him look a little better because of his off-target throws. He can reach out and go get the ball. Everyone talks about his speed. That's not what I need him for. That's why I have Terry McLaurin. That's why I have these guys out the backfield. I think that Drake London, if he's still there and you can decide that you can hold off on some of the back end despite on what it's going to be, Drake London might be a guy that can help your offense move forward, and you can at least score with some of the best in the NFC East and the rest of the NFC Conference. Oh, okay. I see.
You know, you said it right there. You're like, Drake London, he might not have the speed, but that's why you have Terry McLaurin and so-and-so's guy and this and that. And the other things that Drake London doesn't have, well, guess what? My guy that I think that they should be taking with either the 11th pick overall or maybe even trading back. I know this might be a little rich for him, but you guys have sold me on this guy after watching some tape, watching some film, listen to what you guys had to say. The Washington Commanders need to go out and get Christian Watson, the wide receiver at North Dakota State. Not only because of the ties with North Dakota State and Carson Wentz, but this dude is special. No one else runs like this guy. He's 6'4", 200-plus pounds, doing things that are not like what 6'4" guys do. His strides are bigger than my entire body. You talked about catch radius. Christian Watson probably has the best. Yeah, that's also true. But you talk about catch radius. Christian Watson has the best catch radius in this entire draft. He is going to be the guy that is going to be able to go out there and make Carson Wentz look great. He's got great ball tracking skills. He's a special guy. And I'm just going to say this, and I know it. I'm going to put myself back on this just so I can see Aaron's reaction to this. This pick is not only to add a special wide receiver in Christian Watson, but this pick, call me crazy, this pick helps you get Carson Wentz a little bit more comfortable. And I know, I get it. It's not the mental thing. I get it. See, this is the reactions I wanted. But this man who has been torn, like just drugged through the mud for the past few years with his poor play and all that good stuff, Christian Watson probably looked up to Carson Wentz. But like, this dude is that dude. Like, he led my school that I went to multiple championships. I love this guy. He's gonna praise him. So you go.
What the hell are you talking about?
A little bit more. Maybe he makes Carson Wentz feel good. Okay. Maybe he makes Carson Wentz feel good. Carson Wentz's mental game is all to shit. Okay. So little things like this could be helpful.
Are you finished?
You gotta take our sleeper pick and just make it sound worse. Aaron, you can handle it. I can't.
I don't even have the energy anymore to even go at you for this. But listen, if we are still saying hey, maybe we can get Carson Wentz, the guy that can go and do it so he can show he's good. And the man had the best running back, one of the better offensive lines in football last year. Michael Pittman went for 1,000 yards, and the man couldn't beat Jacksonville to make the playoffs. Listen, stop talking about Carson Wentz something.
You're missing this, though. Hold on, stop. You're mixing up exactly what I'm saying. You're mixing up what I'm saying, though. I'm not a believer in Carson Wentz.
That pick is going to make Christian Watson turn into a dud. It's going to make Christian Watson turn into a bust.
That may be. I'm not talking about what happens after. I'm not talking about what I believe in Carson Wentz. I'm saying what the Washington Commanders need to go out and do because they obviously see something in Carson Wentz.
Let me tell you what the Washington Commanders
something in Carson Wentz.
Let me tell you. No. Let me tell you. You brought up a good point. Let me tell you what the Washington Commanders need to do. I was told last year the Washington Commanders were going to be the #1 defense in the NFL. Elite. Terry McLaurin, top 10, top 5, whatever you want, top wide receiver in the NFL. Upside of Antonio Gibson. You bring back J.D. McKissick. Logan Thomas broke out as a tight end. The offensive line's pretty decent. They were what away? They were a quarterback away. Yeah, Taylor Heineke was going to do it. Taylor Heineke couldn't do it. So what does the Washington Commanders need to do? They need to go out and draft a franchise quarterback. Malik Willis, okay? He's the best quarterback in the draft. Everybody says it. Go out and pick him. You already have everything else. You're not the Carolina Panthers where you're still looking for a left tackle. You already have a good offensive line. Go out and draft the franchise quarterback so then your team can now go win the NFC East, go make the playoffs, and win some playoff games for the first time since forever. And then you don't have any more problems. You don't have to rely on a Carson Wentz who year after year after year continues to suck. Okay? I know you wasted draft capital, and maybe so. Maybe you start the season, you say, Carson, you're going to be our starter. But don't worry. By week 4, he's going to run backwards, throw the ball over his head, and he ran for a pick 6 to lose the game. And then you look over at Malik Willis, and Malik Willis is going to be sitting on the sideline like this. It's time, coach. And then you're going to put him in, and he's going to do what Lamar Jackson did the year Joe Flacco got benched. He's going to take over. He's going to be successful, and you have your franchise quarterback. Washington needs to stop playing games and go get them a franchise quarterback. It's simple. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Now. They're not going to do it, but that's what they need to do.
You know, Malik Willis, a franchise quarterback now.
You bring that question. Nobody's he's going to be able to sit behind Carson Wentz for a little bit, and that's what we kind of want here.
I never said that Malik Willis wasn't a franchise quarterback. I said there's no quarterbacks in this draft that are ready to start day one. If you look at Malik Willis, and you look at Lamar Jackson, I see a lot of similarities to their style of play coming into the NFL. And you see what happened with Lamar Jackson. He dropped all the way to the 20s.
32. Yeah,
I'm not
32.
saying and with Malik Willis, I think maybe they could wait, but there's going to be some team that goes up and gets him. You have a good spot. You were already talking about you have a good defense. You're already kind of set at receiver. I know you could add some guys, but remember, Curtis Samuel didn't play that much last year. You added him. That's another weapon they'll have. You obviously have Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick. Why not say enough with all the bullshit of going get these recycled quarterbacks, the Fitzpatricks, the Carson Wentz? Go get a guy you can groom and get your franchise guy. Stop playing games with the position. You need a quarterback in the NFL. Go get him.
I like it.
You know how I feel about Malik Willis. That's not where I was going. I just saying when we had the conversation about him at number 6 for Carolina, it was
Carolina's too many pieces away. Quote, too many pieces away. I'm saying that. Like, I'm saying they're too many pieces away for them to just say, oh, let's go take a Malik Willis who we're not sure on. And I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like Sam Darnold had – I got to be careful how I say it. Because I think there's some untapped potential in Sam Darnold? I do. I really do. Bad situations, but I'm not going to give him the excuses that, Carson Wentz gets. I feel like Washington has been searching for a quarterback forever. Like, think about how long it's been. They let Kirk Cousins go. They haven't had his RG3.
They tried it with Dwayne Haskins, though. R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins. But
they tried it with Dwayne Haskins, and it didn't work. And they've just been searching forever. Like, every draft, the Washington football team should be going out and getting a franchise quarterback until they get one. Simple as that.